Have you ever felt stuck in life? Like nothing ever changes no matter what you do? Well, there's a hidden power inside you that might be the key to everything. It's called the root chakra, and it's like the foundation of your whole being. Imagine trying to build a house on shaky ground. That's what life is like when this chakra is blocked. But here's the exciting part. There's an ancient technique that can unlock this chakra and totally transform your reality. It's not some complicated ritual or expensive treatment. It's a simple method anyone can do, passed down through generations. And today, I'm going to share it with you. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a chakra? Think of chakras as energy centers in your body. They're like spinning wheels of energy that keep your mind, body, and spirit in balance. There are 7 main chakras, but today we're focusing on the most important one, the root chakra. It's located at the base of your spine, and it's all about your foundation, your security, and your connection to the physical world. The root chakra is super important because it affects everything in your life. It's like the roots of a tree. If the roots are weak, the whole tree suffers. In the same way, when your root chakra is blocked, you might feel unsure about your place in the world. You might struggle with money, feel unsafe, or have trouble making decisions. It's like trying to build your life on quicksand. Everything feels unstable and uncertain. But when your root chakra is open and balanced, it's a whole different story. You feel grounded, secure, and confident. You trust in your ability to provide for yourself and meet your basic needs. It's like having a solid foundation that supports everything else in your life. Your relationships improve, your work becomes more fulfilling, and you start attracting positive experiences. That's why unlocking this chakra can be a total game changer for your reality. So how do you know if your root chakra needs some attention? There are some clear signs to watch out for. First, think about your finances. Do you always feel like you never have enough money, no matter how much you earn? That's a big red flag. It's not about how much money you actually have, but about your relationship with money. If you're always worried about it, that's your root chakra talking. Another sign is feeling unsafe or insecure all the time. Maybe you're always looking over your shoulder, expecting something bad to happen. Or perhaps you have trouble trusting people, always assuming they might hurt you. This constant fear and mistrust is a clear sign your root chakra is out of whack. Physical signs are important too. Do you often feel tired and drained, even when you've had enough sleep? Or maybe you have frequent lower back pain or problems with your legs and feet. These parts of your body are closely connected to the root chakra, so issues here can be a sign it's blocked. Lastly, pay attention to your ability to make decisions and stick to them. If you're always second-guessing yourself or feel paralyzed when faced with choices, your root chakra might need some work. It's like you're missing that inner compass that guides you through life. Now, don't worry if you're nodding along to these signs. It's actually pretty common for people to have some blockage in their root chakra, especially in today's stressful world. The good news is, once you recognize these signs, you can start doing something about it. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. The amazing changes that happen when you open up this powerful energy center. Let's talk about the awesome stuff that happens when you get your root chakra flowing freely. It's like giving your whole life an upgrade. First off, you'll notice a big change in how you feel about money. Instead of always worrying about not having enough, you start to feel more relaxed about your finances. You might find yourself making smarter money decisions without even trying. It's not that you suddenly win the lottery, although who knows, maybe you will, but you start attracting more opportunities to improve your financial situation. Another cool change is how you feel in your own skin. Remember that constant feeling of being unsafe or insecure? That starts to melt away. You'll feel more grounded, like you've got your feet firmly planted on the earth. This new sense of security ripples out into all areas of your life. You might notice you're more confident at work, or you're able to stand up for yourself in relationships. It's like you've found your own personal force field that protects you from negative energy. Your physical energy gets a boost too. That tired, drained feeling, gone. Instead, you'll have more get up and go for the things you love. You might find yourself wanting to exercise more or try new physical activities. And those aches and pains in your lower body, they often start to ease up as your root chakra opens. But perhaps the most exciting change is in how you approach life. With a balanced root chakra, you become more decisive and sure of yourself. It's like you've found your inner compass and you trust it to guide you. You'll find it easier to set goals and actually achieve them instead of getting stuck in doubt and indecision. Relationships often improve too. When you feel secure in yourself, you're able to connect with others more deeply. You're not constantly worried about what people think of you or if they're going to let you down. This lets you build stronger, more authentic connections with the people around you. Here's a really cool part. You might start noticing synchronicities in your life. These are those magical coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. Maybe you think of an old friend and they call you out of the blue. Or you have a random idea for a project and suddenly all the resources you need start falling into place. It's like the universe is conspiring to help you out. Your creativity often gets a boost too. When you're not constantly stressed about basic survival needs, your mind is free to explore and create. You might find yourself coming up with brilliant ideas or rediscovering old passions you'd forgotten about. Even your home life can transform. A balanced root chakra often leads to a desire for a more organized, comfortable living space. You might feel inspired to declutter, redecorate, or finally tackle those home improvement projects you've been putting off. All these changes don't happen overnight, of course. Opening your root chakra is a process, and the benefits unfold gradually. But as you start to work on it, you'll begin to notice these positive shifts in your life. It's like you're slowly turning up the brightness on your whole world. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but how exactly do you open up this powerful chakra? Well, that's where our ancient technique comes in. It's a method that's been used for centuries to balance and energize the root chakra. And the best part? It's something anyone can do, no special skills required. Are you ready to learn this life-changing technique? Let's dive in. Okay, it's time to learn this amazing ancient technique for unlocking your root chakra. Don't worry, it's not some complicated ritual. It's actually pretty simple, but incredibly powerful. This technique is all about grounding yourself, connecting deeply with the earth's energy. It's been used for thousands of years by different cultures, and now you're going to learn how to do it too. Let's start with the basics. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed. You can do this inside or outside, but if you can go outdoors and actually touch the earth That's even better. If you're inside, just imagine you're connecting with the earth through the floor. Now, sit comfortably on the ground. Cross your legs if that feels good, or just sit however is comfortable for you. The important thing is to have your sitting bones in contact with the ground. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Feel yourself settling into your body. Here's where the magic begins. Imagine there are roots growing out of the base of your spine, just like a tree. These roots are growing down into the earth. See them in your mind, pushing through soil and rock, growing deeper and deeper. Feel the cool, dark earth around these roots. As they grow, they're bringing up energy from the core of the earth into your body. Now focus on your breath. As you breathe in, imagine you're pulling energy up from the earth through these roots. It's moving up into your body, filling you with strength and stability. As you breathe out, let go of any tension or worries. Imagine them flowing out of your body and into the earth where they're neutralized. Keep breathing and visualizing this energy exchange. The earth's energy is rich and nourishing, like a deep red or brown color. Feel it filling up your whole body, starting from your feet and moving up to your head. This energy is healing any places in your body that feel weak or sore. As you do this, you might start to feel a tingling sensation at the base of your spine. This is your root chakra starting to open up. Don't worry if you don't feel it right away. Everyone experiences this differently. Just keep focusing on the connection between your body and the earth. Now let's add another layer to this technique. As you're breathing and visualizing, start to think about what makes you feel safe and secure. Maybe it's your home, or a person you trust, or a happy memory. Hold that thought in your mind and let the feeling of security spread through your body. Next, think about your connection to the physical world. Feel the ground beneath you, supporting you. Think about how the earth provides everything you need: food, water, air. Feel gratitude for this support. This gratitude helps to open your root chakra even more. Keep breathing and visualizing for as long as feels good to you. Some people like to do this for just a few minutes, while others might spend half an hour or more. There's no right or wrong. Do what feels best for you. When you're ready to finish, slowly bring your attention back to your surroundings. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. But here's the important part. Don't jump up right away. Take a moment to sit and feel the difference in your body. You might feel more relaxed, more present, or more energized. This grounding technique is powerful, but it's not a one-time fix. To really unlock your root chakra and change your reality, you need to make this a regular practice. Try to do it every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. The more you do it, the stronger the effects will be. Remember, opening your root chakra is about more than just this technique. It's also about making choices in your daily life that help you feel secure and grounded. This might mean creating a budget to feel more in control of your finances, or setting up a cozy, safe space in your home. It could also involve setting healthy boundaries in your relationships or taking care of your physical health. As you practice this technique and make these positive changes, you'll start to notice shifts in your life. You might feel more confident, more stable, and more in tune with the world around you. You'll probably find it easier to make decisions and stick to them, and you might start attracting more positive experiences and opportunities. But here's the thing, Don't expect instant miracles. Opening your root chakra is a process, and it takes time. Be patient with yourself. Some days you might feel a big difference, and other days it might seem like nothing's changing. That's totally normal. The key is to keep at it, trusting that you're making progress even when you can't see it. Now let's talk about some common mistakes people make when trying to open their root chakra. One big one is trying too hard. Remember, this isn't about forcing anything. It's about allowing yourself to connect with the Earth's energy. If you find yourself getting frustrated or tense, that's a sign you need to relax more. Another mistake is expecting too much too soon. Some people think they'll do this technique once and suddenly all their problems will be solved. That's not how it works. Opening your root chakra is more like tending a garden. You plant the seeds by doing the technique, but then you need to water and care for them regularly to see growth. Some people also forget to ground themselves in their daily life. The technique is important, but so is staying connected to your physical reality. This means taking care of your body, creating a comfortable home environment, and dealing with practical matters like finances. Lastly, a common error is ignoring the other chakras. While we're focusing on the root chakra here, remember that all your chakras work together. As you work on your root chakra, you might find that other chakras need attention too. That's okay. It's all part of the journey to balance and well-being. Now, you might be wondering how often you should practice this technique. The ideal is to do it every day, but don't worry if that feels overwhelming at first. Start with just a few minutes a day, maybe right after you wake up or before you go to bed. As you get more comfortable with it, you can gradually increase the time. If you're super busy, you can even do a quick version of this while you're waiting in line or sitting on the bus. Just take a few deep breaths and imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth. Every little bit helps. Some people like to combine this technique with other practices. For example, you might do it as part of a yoga routine, or you could add some root chakra affirmations. These are positive statements like, I am safe and secure, or I trust in the abundance of the universe. Say these to yourself as you're doing the grounding visualization. You can also support your root chakra in other ways. Eating root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, and beets can help. So can wearing red, which is the color associated with the root chakra. Some people find that carrying grounding crystals like red jasper or hematite helps them feel more stable throughout the day. As you start practicing this technique and working with your root chakra, pay attention to how you feel. You might notice some interesting changes. Many people report feeling more calm and centered. You might find that you're less easily upset by little things that used to bother you. You could also notice changes in your body. Some people find that chronic pain starts to ease up. Others report having more energy or sleeping better at night. You might even find that you're craving healthier foods or feeling motivated to exercise more. In your daily life, you might start handling stress better. Things that used to throw you off balance might not bother you as much. You could find yourself feeling more confident in social situations or at work. Many people report that their financial situation starts to improve as they work with their root chakra. One really cool thing that often happens is a heightened sense of intuition. As you become more grounded and secure, you might find that you trust your gut feelings more. This can lead to making better decisions in all areas of your life. Your relationships might change too. As you become more grounded and secure in yourself, you'll likely attract healthier relationships. You might find it easier to set boundaries with people or to express your needs clearly. Some people even report synchronicities happening more often in their lives. These are those magical coincidences that seem too perfect to be random. It's like the universe is conspiring to help you out. Now, it's important to remember that everyone's experience is unique. You might notice some of these changes, or you might experience something completely different. The key is to stay open and curious about what's happening in your life as you work with your root chakra. The ancient technique, deepening your practice. Now that you got the basics down, let's take this root chakra unlocking technique to the next level. Remember, this is an ancient practice, and there are layers to it that can make it even more powerful. We're going to explore some advanced methods that can really supercharge your root chakra work. First up, let's talk about visualization. As you're doing the grounding exercise, try to make your mental images as vivid as possible. Don't just see the roots growing from your body, feel them. Imagine the texture of the soil, the coolness of the earth. Picture the energy as a bright red light flowing up through these roots into your body. The more real you can make it in your mind, the stronger the effect will be. Another powerful addition is sound. Many ancient traditions use specific sounds or mantras to activate the chakras. For the root chakra, the sound is lam, pronounced like lum. As you're doing your grounding visualization, try chanting this sound out loud or in your head. Feel the vibration of the sound in the base of your spine. This vibration can help to clear blockages and energize your root chakra. Now, let's add movement to the mix. While sitting and visualizing is great, incorporating some gentle movement can really enhance the practice. Try doing some simple hip circles as you ground yourself. Or if you're up for it, try a yoga pose called malasana, or the garland pose. It's a deep squat that really connects you to the earth and activates your root chakra. Here's another advanced technique, mudras. These are hand positions that are believed to direct energy in specific ways. For the root chakra, try pressing the tips of your thumb and index finger together, keeping the other fingers straight. Hold this mudra while you do your grounding visualization. It's like you're creating a circuit for the energy to flow through. One more powerful addition is working with crystals. Certain stones are believed to have a strong connection to the root chakra. Red jasper, black tourmaline, and hematite are all great choices. Hold one of these stones in your hand as you do your grounding practice, or place it at the base of your spine. Imagine the stone's energy merging with your own and strengthening your connection to the earth. Remember, these are all tools to enhance your practice. You don't need to use all of them every time. Experiment and see what feels right for you. The most important thing is that you're consistent with your practice and that it feels good to you. As with any powerful practice, there are some pitfalls to watch out for when working with your root chakra. Being aware of these common mistakes can help you get the most out of your practice and avoid frustration. One of the biggest mistakes people make is trying to force things. Remember, opening your root chakra is not about pushing or straining. It's about allowing and receiving. If you find yourself getting tense or frustrated during your practice, that's a sign you need to ease up. Take a deep breath, relax your body, and approach it with a sense of curiosity rather than force. Another common error is inconsistency. Some people get really excited about chakra work at first, do it intensively for a few days, and then forget about it. But working with your root chakra is more like tending a garden than flipping a switch. It needs regular attention to really flourish. Even if it's just for a few minutes a day, try to make it a consistent part of your routine. Many people also make the mistake of focusing only on the spiritual aspects and ignoring the practical side of root chakra work. Remember, your root chakra is all about your connection to the physical world. So while visualization and energy work are important, don't forget about taking care of your physical needs too. This means eating well, getting enough sleep, and taking care of your finances and living situation. Here's another mistake to watch out for: expecting instant results. In our fast-paced world, we often want quick fixes, but chakra work is a gradual process. It's not about having one big breakthrough, although those can happen, but about small, consistent shifts over time. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Some people also fall into the trap of using root chakra work as an escape. They might use their practice as a way to avoid dealing with real-world problems. But remember, the point of opening your root chakra is to engage more fully with life, not to retreat from it. Use the strength and stability you gain from your practice to face challenges head-on. Lastly, a common mistake is neglecting the other chakras. While we're focusing on the root chakra here, all your chakras work together as a system. As you work on your root chakra, you might find that other chakras need attention too. That's normal and okay. Trust your intuition if you feel drawn to work with other energy centers as well. Now let's talk about how often you should be doing this root chakra work. The short answer is it depends. Everyone's needs and schedules are different, so there's no one-size-fits-all answer. But I can give you some guidelines to help you figure out what works best for you. Ideally, you want to make this a daily practice. Even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes, doing some form of root chakra work every day can have a powerful cumulative effect. Many people find that first thing in the morning or right before bed are good times to practice. It can help you start your day feeling grounded or help you unwind and release the stresses of the day before sleep. But don't worry if daily practice feels overwhelming at first. It's better to start small and be consistent than to try to do too much and burn out. Maybe you start with just 3 times a week and gradually increase as it becomes a habit. The key is to find a rhythm that feels sustainable for you. You might also find that you need to adjust your practice based on what's going on in your life. During times of stress or big changes, you might benefit from doing your root chakra work more often. On the other hand, there might be periods when you naturally feel more grounded and you don't need to focus on it as much. Remember, working with your root chakra isn't just about formal practice times. You can incorporate little moments of grounding throughout your day. Maybe you take a few deep breaths and imagine roots growing from your feet while you're waiting in line at the grocery store. Or you could do a quick body scan and grounding visualization during your lunch break. Some people like to tie their root chakra work to other habits or routines. For example, you could do a quick grounding exercise every time you sit down to eat, connecting with the nourishing energy of your food. Or you might include some root chakra work as part of a yoga or meditation practice. It's also worth noting that the frequency of your practice might change as you progress. When you're first starting out, you might need to focus on it more intensively to start shifting old patterns. But as you become more naturally grounded in your daily life, you might find you don't need to do formal practices as often. Listen to your body and trust your intuition. If you're feeling scattered or ungrounded, that's a sign you might need to up your practice. On the other hand, if you're feeling stable and secure, you might be able to ease off a bit. One approach some people find helpful is to do a more intensive root chakra practice for a set period, like 30 days. This can help to really kickstart the process and create some momentum. After that, you can settle into a maintenance routine that feels right for you. Remember, the goal isn't to be perfect or to force yourself into a rigid routine. The goal is to create a practice that supports you in feeling more grounded, stable, and secure in your life. Be flexible and adjust as needed. What matters most is that you're consistently giving some attention to your root chakra and your connection to the earth. As you develop your practice, you'll likely start to notice benefits in your daily life. You might find yourself feeling more calm and centered, even in stressful situations. You could notice improvements in your physical health or energy levels. Your relationships might become more stable, and you might find it easier to manifest your goals and desires. These positive changes can create a virtuous cycle. As you start to feel the benefits of your root chakra work, you'll likely feel more motivated to keep up your practice. And the more you practice, the more benefits you'll experience. It's like a snowball effect of positive change in your life. But don't get too caught up in watching for results. Sometimes the changes can be subtle, and you might not notice them right away. Trust that the work you're doing is having an effect, even if you can't always see it immediately. Over time, you'll likely look back and be amazed at how far you've come. Remember, working with your root chakra is a journey, not a destination. There's no perfect state to achieve. It's about continually deepening your connection to yourself, to the earth, and to the present moment. So be patient with yourself, enjoy the process, and trust in the ancient wisdom of this practice. Your root chakra has incredible power to transform your reality. All you need to do is show up and do the work. Now that we've covered the technique and how to practice it, let's look at some real-life examples of people who've transformed their lives by unlocking their root chakra. These stories show just how powerful this ancient practice can be. First, there's Sarah, a 35-year-old teacher who always struggled with anxiety and financial worries. She felt like she was constantly living paycheck to paycheck, even though she had a steady job. After learning about the root chakra, Sarah started doing daily grounding exercises. Within a few months, she noticed a big change. Her anxiety lessened, and she felt more confident about handling her finances. She even found the courage to ask for a raise at work, and got it. Sarah says she feels more stable and secure than ever before. Then there's Mike, a 42-year-old businessman who always felt like he was on shaky ground in his career. He jumped from job to job, never feeling satisfied or secure. Mike started working on his root chakra, combining daily visualizations with yoga poses that target this energy center. After a few weeks, he noticed he was making decisions with more confidence. 6 months later, Mike had started his own successful business. He credits his root chakra work with giving him the stability and trust in himself to take that leap. Another inspiring story is that of Elena, a 28-year-old artist who struggled with chronic health issues and low energy. She often felt disconnected from her body and the world around her. Elena began a daily practice of grounding and working with root chakra crystals. Slowly but surely, she noticed her energy levels improving. Her health issues began to ease, and she found herself feeling more vibrant and alive. Elena says she now feels deeply connected to her body and the earth, which has transformed both her health and her art. Let's not forget about Tom, a 50-year-old who had always struggled with relationships. He found it hard to trust others and often felt insecure in his connections. Tom started doing root chakra meditations every morning. Over time, he noticed he felt more grounded and secure in himself. This newfound stability reflected in his relationships. Tom was able to open up more, set healthy boundaries, and even found a loving, long-term partner. He says working with his root chakra helped him feel safe enough to truly connect with others. Lastly, there's Maya, a 31-year-old who felt stuck in a cycle of self-doubt and indecision. She had dreams of starting her own nonprofit, but always felt too insecure to take action. Maya began incorporating root chakra work into her daily routine, including affirmations and visualization. Within a few months, she noticed a shift in her mindset. She felt more grounded and confident in her abilities. A year later, Maya had launched her nonprofit and was making a real difference in her community. She says balancing her root chakra gave her the foundation she needed to build her dreams. These stories show that working with your root chakra can have profound effects on all areas of life, from health and relationships to career and personal growth. While everyone's journey is unique, these examples illustrate the transformative power of this ancient practice. We've covered a lot of ground in this video, diving deep into the power of the root chakra and how it can transform your reality. We've explored what the root chakra is, why it's so important, and signs that it might be blocked. We've learned about the amazing changes that can happen when you open this energy center, and we've gone through a step-by-step ancient technique to help you do just that. Remember, the root chakra is your foundation. It's connected to your sense of safety, security, and belonging in the world. When it's balanced, you feel grounded, confident, and ready to take on whatever life throws your way. You're able to manifest your desires more easily and live a life that truly fulfills you. We've also talked about common mistakes to avoid in your practice, how often you should work on your root chakra, and we've heard inspiring stories of people who've changed their lives through this work. All of this information is powerful, but it's only useful if you put it into practice. So here's my challenge to you. Commit to working on your root chakra every day for the next 30 days. It doesn't have to be a long practice. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. Use the technique we've discussed in this video and pay attention to any changes you notice in your life. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and patience. Some days you might feel a big shift, and other days it might seem like nothing's happening. That's all part of the process. Trust in the ancient wisdom of this practice and give it time to work its magic. As you go through this journey, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Drop a comment below sharing any changes you notice or questions that come up for you. Your story might be just the inspiration someone else needs to start their own root chakra journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with others who might benefit from this knowledge. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on chakras, energy work, and living your best life. Unlocking your root chakra is a powerful way to transform your reality. It's not about quick fixes or magical solutions. It's about doing the inner work to create a solid foundation for your life. When you're grounded and secure in yourself, you're able to weather life's storms with grace and attract more of what you truly desire. Remember, this ancient technique has been used for thousands of years because it works. But like any powerful tool, it requires your active participation. It's not enough to just know about it. You need to practice it consistently to see results. As you work with your root chakra, you might notice changes big and small in your life. You might feel more confident, more secure in your decisions, or more connected to the world around you. You might find it easier to manifest your goals or attract positive relationships. Whatever changes you experience, trust that you're on the right path. Working with your root chakra is a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about coming home to yourself and feeling secure in your place in the world. It's about building a strong foundation from which you can reach for your dreams. So take this knowledge, put it into practice, and watch as your reality begins to shift. You have the power to create the life you desire, and it all starts with unlocking your root chakra. Here's to your journey of transformation and growth. Remember, you've got this.